fans. We are right back at it. Season 2023, we are very late to do any analysis, but our apologies. We are coming back with the fourth race, which is just completed, and Checo happens to be the winner. With me is my usual suspect, Rukundo.
Has. Team Gutesteiner.
That is subject to negotiation.
Yes.
Arnold is my name, Team Mercedes. But we want, before we talk about the race today, we have a flash of Bahrain, of Saudi Arabia, and Australia. The performance of Red Bull, the performance of Ferrari, Mercedes, yes. So, Rukundo, happy to have you once again. I would wish to have your insight on how Red Bull has so far performed, today being the fourth race. I'm seeing 2 for Checo, 2 for Max, which we find contention as champion of the season.
Well, last season, Red Bull to me had the ultimate beast. Whether with or without DRS, they could beat you. Yes. Now, everyone has come to realize that one thing, that without DRS,
it's still like behind.
Yeah, but without DRS, they kind of have an issue trying to beat you. Okay. Last season, whether they had it or not, they had their ultimate car. I think there was that race in Australia also last season where Checo went on the outside of Lewis without DRS, and Lewis came on and said, I've never seen that. Like the way like he just passed by me like on the side without DRS.
That's quite shocking.
Yeah, then also we have seen Checo put up a fight against Max.
I think Checo is good with street circuits, which we don't have many on the calendar.
Yeah.
They happen to be about 4 street circuits.
Yes.
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yet we have about 24 races.
Yes, 24 race calendar.
Yeah. So really, where he has an advantage, I still don't find him giving him the potential to be the champion of the season, because there is not much that he can exercise, unless otherwise.
Well, he said, coming into this season, that he's tired of helping Max. He's fighting for his own now. So, actually, for me, he's the driver to watch this season. That, apart from the street circuits, can you actually fight Max in the normal race circuit?
Don't you think team orders could come in and hold him back?
Well, apparently, with what we have seen so far, I really doubt he will obey them. I really doubt he will obey them. I really doubt he will obey them, because we saw so much throughout the 2021 season and a bit of 2022. He would give Max so many slipstreams in qualifying. Now everyone goes out on their own. So that really shows you the tension in the garage.
Do you see Checo and Max bring up the Nico and Lewis competition?
Not really. Yeah, Checo is a good driver. He's a very fine driver. But to level him next to Max is really unfair. But if he takes the fight on to Max, everyone will be like, okay.
I think what makes Max a better driver is his dangerous, or his will and hunger to win. Vis-a-vis Checo. Checo could be a modest driver. Case in point is yesterday during the spring.
Yes.
We saw what happened with Max
and Russell. Yes.
And Max comes up and complains about it like he's a child. Yet Russell, who actually is younger than Max, becomes the adult in the case and says, I'm sorry, but keeps on goes on. So if you look at Max and Checo, I think what makes Max a better driver,
the aggressiveness.
And the will to hunger to win is much more than any other driver on that circuit that can actually bring it out.
True.
Apart from the youngsters, I don't see anyone else who can bring Max to that competition. Maybe Alonso. Alonso could try something like that, but also to a lesser extent.
Alonso could, but the car
cannot help him
get
to that level.
You give Alonso that Red Bull.
The other driver on the circuit that we need to watch out today is Charles.
Charles Leclerc.
Charles did very well on Friday, did very well on Saturday, and today he was 16 seconds behind Max.
Yes.
In the third position.
Yes.
which is an improvement for Ferrari because Ferrari was lagging behind in the first three races.
They are really doing bad.
This happens to be their first podium. But I believe if we give Ferrari about 2 more races, they could find potential competition range between Red Bull and Mercedes. They could bring back their competition.
Well, from pre-season testing, Leclerc was more laid back. It's like he already knew what the guy is up to. Unlike Sainz, who gave some hope to the fans.
Yes.
Now we have seen them in a race, and they have delivered. So are they back? We are not really sure.
That's a question. Yeah.
We are not really sure. In Australia, Lewis got that podium place. Is Mercedes back? But come Baku.
Yeah. I can hear what you're saying. With Mercedes having the team engineer on the back of the board, you see hope for Mercedes to be competition.
Well, there is good news for Mercedes. Okay, because it has been the talk of the 3 weeks when we've been off.
Yes.
James Allison returning. There is good news and bad news. The good news is they had already predicted that until I think that's race 6, like Imola, they will be getting some good upgrades. But now with him back in full force, you never know. You never know really. But I believe maybe 2024, there is very fine hope there.
You don't see Allison improving this car mid-season?
This car, there is still okay because they say that they may change the whole shape of the car. So we are still watching.
Within the race?
Within this season.
Is that possible? Within the season, is that possible?
Apparently, that's what they say, that it's possible to change the aero of the car. But the chassis, the power unit, the ERS can't be changed. So we are all just watching and saying, how? You'll be the first to do it, so we want to see how are you going to change it and how will it look? Are you going to make it look like the Ferrari or the Red Bull? And what kind of design are you going to come up with?
To give it an advantage.
Yes.
Okay. With us on the 4th season, or the first race, we have 20 races to do.
Yes.
I think for any Formula 1 fan, whether Max has 2 wins, whether Checo has 2 wins,
yes,
there's still a lot to debate on who could actually be the champion of the season.
True.
We are seeing, with now Mercedes having the engineers on board, we could probably bring them back on board to improve their car for competition.
Yeah.
Which competition might favor either Lewis or George, and bring them back onto the standing of the board.
Yes.
But however, from your own view, you think Red Bull has an upper hand throughout the entire season?
Basically, yes. Because their car was designed before they got those penalties. Their 2023 car was designed before they got those penalties. So it means that their car was set to go. Actually, like literally, every team's car was designed before the season ends. So that means that you're already good to go. Until now, the upgrades. Let us see. If the Red Bulls get the upgrades correct again, that means that
usually mid-season, there tends to be a bit of either improvement
or downfall. Yes.
For either of the teams.
Yes.
So if we run maybe to race 10 or race 12,
yes,
we could potentially know where we fall.
Yep.
Or where Red Bull falls, where Ferrari falls. Okay. Ferrari coming back on board this very race. Does that give them hope that they could actually be in contention for the race or for the Constructors' Championship, or even therefore?
Actually, Ferrari coming back here, all eyes now for me, I look at their team principal, Fred Vassar. For the last 3 weeks, people have been leaving Ferrari. And they have been getting new staff, or they just promote people like within. So coming here, and they get pole position, and they end up with the podium on the final day, it really shows that maybe that, like the shake-up that Fred Vassar has been doing, is either good or bad in the long run. We are yet to really find out that these shake-ups that he has done in just 3 weeks, they have raised a pole position and a podium. Yes.
Yeah.
Now let's wait for the next race and see where your changes really. Yeah.
So we have Miami as the next race.
Yep.
That is 57, but
Yes.
the week is 50, which is next week.
Yes. Yes. Just next
Now,
week.
Miami, the circuit kind of gives an advantage to anyone who wants to race.
Yeah.
Eh? So,
Actually, I would say it gives advantage to the 9. One team is already like in its own league. The 9 are just showing up to say, let's see how we do here. Yeah.
Like today, if you saw Lewis, he's stuck behind Sainz for almost like 20 laps.
Yes.
20 to something laps.
Yeah.
But given Miami circuit, I don't see it holding back any driver. Because of the size of the lanes. Eh?
Not really, but actually, one thing that I've come to realize that with this season, there are new regulations. They made those cars ride a bit higher by 15 millimeters, and already some people like were complaining that small raising of the car has created a lot of airflow. But
stability.
Yes. So, but with Miami, we shall see. Really, of course, there are so many overtaking opportunities. I think last season they had about 51 overtakes throughout. So we shall see how really.
It's good for competition.
It's very okay.
It's good for competition.
Yeah, and this will be their second race in F1. So we shall see how well.
Our best time was improves.
Yes, from last season.
Formula One fans, the Harp Hamilton, at least they are venue for Formula One this season, the 2023 season. We've done a bit of improvement, and we call upon you guys to come up and watch with us every Sunday or every race day. We have a few packages that we're trying to arrange and put in place that all need to be known to those that will make it on the ground. And we are growing at a fast pace that eventually it benefits all of us. There's a potential goal that we are going to look out for if we have the numbers that we need. The next race, Miami, is 7, and we call upon you guys to make it to the Harp, make it to Formula One home. The new suspects, me and Rukundo, will be on the ground as usual. And let's make this a place or have the sports like we want to actually have it. Rukundo, give your parting shot.
My parting shot. My parting shot is a message to. Okay, it's a normal message that every fan says. Mercedes and Ferrari, come on, we need you in that fight.
We need a fight.
And please, Mercedes, why did you give some good package to Aston Martin? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing when you can't have Alonso right in front of you and Stroll out driving George Russell. It's very embarrassing. Yeah.
But we hope for the best. As a Mercedes fan, of course, not all hope is lost. I would once again say that.
True.
Not that we are fighting for a championship, but I would want to see a fight that brings back hope. Mercedes to probably have an edge, not this season or later in the end of the season, and also maybe potentially 2024 season.
Actually, one more thing. Like Red Bull should get some reliability issues. So
we are praying for the worst to happen to Red Bull.
Okay, like so far, everything has been happening in qualifying. And like, why did it happen during the race?
I know, but for competition purposes and enjoying the sport, we appreciate the effort being put in all things, but we also call upon for probably more scrutiny. And the drivers are trying to put their end, being the best on the pit. However, the engineers also have to do a bit of more work.
A lot.
Alonso started on a very good note.
Very good.
He's still good. Today he finished 4th.
Yes.
And if you give him about maybe 6 more races, he could potentially give you his stand for the season.
True.
Could be a better replacement that actually Aston Martin has got. But either way, the title is still in contention. I don't see it going to anyone yet as of now. Contractors, yes, Red Bull could actually take it.
True.
But for the title, for who is going to be the champion, that is still subject.
It's still wide open, just 6 points.
Still subject to negotiation. Yes. There's still much to watch.
That is so true.
So, Guys, thanks so much for this insight. We thank Rukundo also for his more analytical insight. And we call upon you guys. We want to be like 4 people. We want to have more teams. This is Team Has. Team Has is not anyone within competition.
Stein is the best team principal.
Team Has is nowhere anywhere within competition. We want a Red Bull fan. We want a Ferrari fan. The moderator is Mercedes, but he reserves the right to bring out most of. So we need you guys on the floor. But thanks so much, the Harp. Thanks so much, media team, and see you next week.
All right.